Hi guys, so I thought I would take you through my day in isolation as all I've been doing is studying all day every day pretty much, apart from when I'm playing Pokemon Ultra Sun on my DS, but that's besides the point. So first I'm just setting up my little lap desk so I can study in my bed. Next I'm just filling in my bullet journal trackers from the previous day, and then I'm getting out my N5 Yomu textbook and I'm doing a little quiz from that to recap on everything I did the day before. I like to do this every morning so that I don't forget everything that I learned the previous day. So this is just me writing out the questions so I don't have to write it in my book. And then this is me just answering them. It takes about 5 minutes maybe to answer them. I don't do many questions at all, depending on how much I have studied. And then I just go back over them and I mark them in a different colour and I make any corrections, then I'll revise them, and if I made a lot of mistakes I will do the same quiz the next day. This is just me getting interrupted like I do at around 9 o'clock every morning by my psychotic dog. And now I'm just putting on some Japanese music like I do most mornings. I like to listen to Japanese music when I study, specifically Fujita Maiko. My favourite song of hers is Watashi Tachi. Next, I'm just putting in some new flashcards into a spaced repetition app. They're sentences from my grammar studies the day before. Next, I'm just going into my other spaced repetition app and I'm going over my Icelandic vocab and anything that needs touching up with Icelandic, which today it's not actually that much. Usually there's a lot more, and there's also a few Korean words that are usually thrown in there as well. Next, I am going back to my Japanese spaced repetition. I love this app because it works exactly the same as Anki, but you can have it on the iPad and it's free. So I will leave a link in the description to both of the apps because they're both free. One has ads and one doesn't, but they both work pretty much exactly the same. The whole system, you just say whether you got it right or not. Next, I took a brief break at 12 o'clock just to paint a little bit of my house. But then, as you can see, at 12:30 I'm back studying adverbs, and as you can see I got 4 out of 4 on the little test that I did for myself. Next, I'm just recapping some verb conjugations and adjective conjugations before I move on to describing nouns, which I have done today, because obviously I haven't filmed this voiceover the same day as this, otherwise it would have been included. After I finished that recap, I briefly read over what I learned today so that it wouldn't be completely new to me by the time I got around to it. Then at 3 o'clock I painted some more of my house. Ignore the state of it, it's all being pulled around at the moment, as you can see. By 5 o'clock I'm back to studying. I'm quizzing myself on everything I had learned that day, as well as writing out some new grammar structures that I'm learning, or recapping grammar structures that I had learned the day before. So now I've flipped to the vocab side of the book, and I am going to be testing myself on 50 different N5 vocab or kanji, and then I will go through it and mark it afterwards and I'll see how well I did. I believe I got 41 out of 50 on this, so it's not too bad. I'm nearly there with all of my vocab. Then I go into my favourite book that I own. I got it in a shop in London, and I am just going to be reviewing some kanji, writing out the kunyomi and onyomi, which I will show you in a second. So at 6:30 I had to do the second coat of paint around my house, so that's what I did. And then at 8 o'clock I watched the Great British Stand Up to Cancer Bake Off. Then finally at 10:30 I decided to call it a night and go to bed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.